Good, so I'm gonna help you get this on here. Excellent right there, very nice. Love it, dude, fantastic. Keep that right foot narrow for me. Good, there we go. Awesome. Tell me about your game a little bit. Tell me about what is your favorite club in the bag, and tell me about what's your least favorite club in the bag.
Driver.
Driver's your what, favorite or least favorite?
My favorite.
Good, that's very good, especially for the way the game's going, right? I mean, if we can hit that driver good, things are fantastic. So, tell me what is the challenging shot that you face then in the game, or the club that you have to hit where you're like, this isn't gonna be as good.
Well, I don't use my 9-iron that much.
Okay, and is that because you're just not far enough to use it, or because you don't feel like you can hit it that well?
I don't feel like I can hit it that well.
Perfect, so you know what we get to work on today? 9-iron. Ready? Okay. Let's do it. Let's grab that 9-iron out, okay? So you've been warming up a little bit, right? Here's what I'm gonna let you do. I'm gonna let you just hit a couple of golf balls. We'll take a couple of videos, and we're gonna talk about some of the things that you can do that are gonna make this 9-iron become one of your favorite clubs. Because really, you know, when we get done with you today, this club's gonna be just as easy to hit, if not easier, than your driver. I do have one question before we go. When you pull that club out, what do you think is the most common miss that you see? Is there a heavy shot? Is it skinning the golf ball and not getting it up in the air? Is it going a direction that it shouldn't go? Not going up in the air. Awesome. These are my favorite ones. So let's go ahead and get you in there. We're going to take a couple swings, going to get you on video, and then we'll talk about how we're going to pop these up in the air a little bit more, okay? Oh, dude, we got you already. These 9-irons are going to get so much better. Well, if you can get better by hitting the pole, okay? Go ahead and give me another swing here, pal. Okay. And give me one more. All right, my man. So come on over here. Very simple what we got to work on today. Gonna see an immediate change and gonna get a lot better contact and a lot more consistent strike immediately, okay? So here's what I wanna do. You're gonna come in here and we're gonna look at a couple of things. First, I'm gonna give you some props, dude, about what is really good, that literally 8 out of 10 people that come to see us have to get this fixed. Your dad had to get this fixed, right? Everybody we see has to get this thing fixed, and you come in here with some unbelievable posture, okay? And by that, we're looking at a couple things. If you follow us at all, right, I know you don't, but your dad has a little bit. We talk about playing golf underneath you. Okay, golf being played underneath you is a result of a player having good posture, okay? There's 2 things I look for when I get that posture. I'm looking for, number 1, we're gonna get you right before you pull the trigger, okay? Number 1, we're gonna look where the hip over the ankle, okay? So I put a line on their hip, and guess what? Just like Adam Scott, your hip is directly over your ankle. Better than 8 out of 10 players that I see for the first time, okay? So we got something incredible going for us. Look at the shoulders. When I get the hip over the ankle and I tilt, right? I now get my shoulders a little bit more past my toes. Fantastic, okay? Now, one thing that I do notice, and this is a Ping Kids set, right?
Yes.
Okay, so one thing that I do notice about you and Adam Scott here is that your hands, are reaching out a little bit. See that? His are kind of falling right below him, okay? This is a direct relation to the length of the club. Okay, and the one thing that I would tell, our players, and this is not, this is not a knock on dad or anything, but this is advice for every junior golf parent out there. Okay, when you have a youngster starting the game, the best clubs that they make for the kids are the U.S. Kids clubs. The reason they are so good is because they get you a different shaft that has a different flex. They give you a smaller head that's lighter. Okay, so most of the companies, when they put the clubs together, they simply just kind of cut down the shafts a little bit, make it weaker, right, and they put almost the same club on there, okay? So this club is probably a little bit too long for you. It might be a little bit too heavy for you, okay? And as a result of that, it pushes you away from the golf ball and makes us kind of reach up for that golf ball, okay? So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna choke down a little bit on this, and immediately, with your great posture, your hands are going to what? Boom. Fall below you more, right? And that's something we're looking for with our irons, is I always want my irons, my arms to just hang right here, okay? I want them to hang. I don't want them kind of extended out or lifted out. That might be closer to a driver. So we're gonna start by choking down there, right? You've got a great, great, great setup though, being over the golf ball. So that's fantastic, okay? Club head gets a little bit inside, but you know what? It's not the biggest thing because, dude, you have a great swing, bud. Look at this. Look at that position at the top. that's going to look just like this guy right here on your right, okay? Dad's been doing fantastic for you. So we're in a wonderful spot here. The work for us is going to come from the face-on view, which we're going to look at next, okay? Because you and Adam Scott have a lot of really tremendous good things going on together, but let's look at where we can get better, all right? For you, the reason that the golf ball never gets up in the air, right, is because we make a big move laterally with our hips off the golf ball, okay? Boom. Look at how that right leg of yours get outside the line that we just put down there, okay? So here's what happens. I want you to watch our players, okay? We're gonna talk about the shape of his setup and how that really helps him. It's kind of a little bit of a reverse K type looking shape. But the biggest thing you're gonna see is when I put the lines that I put on you right there, okay? You're gonna see Mark Hensby, PGA Tour player right here, as he turns up, look at those hips and how they've stayed right in between those lines, right?
So that's what I had to work on?
That's what we have to work on. So here's how we're going to work on it though. Here's what I want you to understand about it, is this, is your thin shots that don't get up in the air, right? Come on, jump over here for me. Your thin ones that don't get in the air could just as easily be heavy. You may have hit it once or twice heavy and you say to yourself, I'm not doing that again, right? So what happens is this, is you think about the pendulum, okay? We always think about a pendulum in golf, right? That's something that just has a fixed point and just swings back and through, okay? Now, the nose, the head, the body, top of my sternum is my top of my pendulum, okay? So what happens to you is you move that pendulum off the golf ball, right? You move your lower body laterally off the golf ball. And now all of a sudden, dude, that's so much better. Now all of a sudden, if you were to hit down and do everything you're supposed to, you would hit dead behind the golf ball. So what is you as an athlete gonna do? Dad talked about this in his lesson, right? You know you're here, and guess what you're not gonna do? Hit down and chunk it. You're gonna try to sweep it up and help it up and thin it out there really low, okay? So we have a really good drill for this for you, and it's gonna make immediate improvement. It's called the left leg drill. Okay, we're gonna basically feel like a metal pole is going down our left leg, okay? We're gonna feel like the muscles in the left leg, we simply want to turn the muscles around that leg. This leg is like a post, okay? This leg here is gonna be more of the brace, all right? Right now, you're changing the brace and coming off the post. We wanna feel yourself really, on these next couple swings, I wanna take away the back foot. I want to take your right foot, I want to drop it in narrow, I want to drop it back, I want to have it be very soft on the ground. I only want your left foot to be very, very heavy, okay? I want you pushing pressure into the ground. And then we're going to take some swings where we really just have one foot, no pressure on the back foot, and I just take some little half swings and I turn through and I feel myself keep the pressure in my front foot. This is going to be a way for me to reduce any lateral movement of you in your golf shot. So for you, we just need to rewire yourself and make sure that when you go back, you twist your hips a little bit more, twist them a little bit more versus slide them back and forth, okay? So again, this is gonna all be very natural for you when I take away your right leg, because guess what? When your right leg's gone, Caden, you're not gonna be able to move into it. You're gonna have to just turn and turn, okay? So when we do that, we got our left leg, we're gonna point our left toe at the golf ball, got the post in my left leg really firm, right? I'm gonna get in here, I'm gonna take about a half backswing, and I'm just gonna turn through, boom, right? This is the number one thing that we have to do for your golf swing to get you hitting your lofted clubs better, your 9-iron and some of your irons off the ground, okay? A couple practice swings for me first. Right leg in close and back, right? Left foot very heavy. There you go, dude. Look at where that divot is. Boom. So here's the thing, Caden. We get the golf ball up in the air not because we're trying to hit it up in the air, but because we're actually trying to hit down on it. And when you took those first swings there, the first thing I noticed was that divot, boom, being more down and more in front, right? Absolutely, and there's divots, right? Before, there probably wasn't any divots. So the weight in the feet, the pressure in the feet, look how good that is, dude. Wow. Every one of those is solid and up in the air, okay? So go ahead, let's get in there. Let's choke down a little bit. Let's get that left toe at the golf ball. Let's drop the right foot. Good, and let's really just make a little half backswing and turn through. That's all right, very good. That right hand should be a little bit more covering up that left thumb there, okay? Good, soften the grip for me. Good. You've just got the same thing your dad gets going on, right? As the right hand gets a little under sometimes, we want to make sure that right hand stays a little bit more on top, okay? Good, turn back, halfway back, and then just turn your chest through. Very nice. Do it again for me. Good, one more time. Dude, perfect right there. Perfect right there. Do it again. Awesome. Notice that downward strike and that divot in front, okay? I always say that the practice swing divot is your coach when I'm not around, okay? Your practice swing divot was down, it was hitting the ground, and it was in front of your club, right? Those are all very, very good things, okay? So now get in there, just use the chest to turn back and through. That's all right. Better, straighter, getting up in the air more, I like it. There's one big thing we have to understand, that the arms on that swing are really doing all the work, okay? I want the body to move the arms. Does that make sense? Notice where my arms finish when I do this, right? They're gonna just be moved back. I'm gonna try to keep my hands right in front of my sternum. I'm gonna keep my weight on my left foot. I'm gonna turn my chest back, and I'm gonna turn it through, right? So show me a couple practice like that. Feel those arms and that chest stay much more together for me, okay? Turn back and through. Yes, dude, awesome, okay? Do one more for me, and I really want you to turn through this golf ball. I want you to resist the urge to just fly the arms by, and I want you to really try to feel like when you turn and you finish, you're looking at that waterfall over there, okay? Hold on right here. This club is a little bit closed, that's why they're only going a little left. There you go, beautiful right there, okay? Fantastic. Turn back, turn through. Good, much better. Boom, awesome, bud. And I love where you're choking down, okay? Let's do a couple more, and we'll do a nice little recap for you, okay? Awesome, dude. Love where you're gripping it. Love the setup. Yes, beautiful. Good, so I'm gonna help you get this on here. Excellent right there, very nice. Love it, dude, fantastic. Keep that right foot narrow for me. Good, there we go. Awesome, let's do it again. I mean, totally changes. Now you're making swings where every swing is really much more connected with your body. Good, we're choking down. We got the club face a little bit more square in our hands. We're gonna use our body back and through. There we go. Awesome, we got this here. Soften the grip for me. Gonna spin that slightly. Excellent, dude, fantastic. Just turn the chest back and through. Yeah. Much more controllable, right? Well, here's the thing, you know, what happens is we're gonna swing a little shorter, we're gonna grip a little shorter, and you're definitely gonna hit it further, okay? You're gonna hit it more consistent and further. So I'm gonna give you a little recap right now. Dad may wanna grab the phone out just to see this. So, first things first, right? Let's talk about the grip and the club face. And Dad knows this very well, that's why we're letting him record this, right? Is for you, the shaft gets forward and the club face stays pointing to your target. That is really going to be a club face that's very closed in your hands, okay? Combine that with a strong grip, okay? Now all of a sudden that golf ball is really hard to get up in the air, okay? So we got to make sure we adjust that. We're going to choke down. We're going to have the toe of the club more open, good. And then we're going to have the left thumb covered up. From there, when you go and practice and go to the range, you're just going to start the day. I think this is a great way to start your day at the range, just making some swings on your left foot, right? It's going to take away the ability for you to start your day by swaying back and forth, okay? So we're going to get in there, we're going to choke down, club face a little bit open, right hand more on top, good. I got my left leg, good. And now I got my arms really, my armpits just right against my chest. I'm going to turn back and turn through, okay? And we're going to start to see a lot more consistent shots out of you. That was very, very good, bud. You killed it. That was awesome, okay? Next time you got to come back with Dad too, and we'll do some more good work, okay? That was very, very good.